Hi everyone, this is episode 136 of Serenova Crafts, and I'm your host, Jessica. I can be found on Ravelry and Twitter as Serenova, and on Instagram as Serenova Crafts. Hopefully I'll get up show notes for today. Confetti, do not even think about it. Stop, cat. Hopefully I'll get show notes up today, but I don't guarantee anything. Been really bad about show notes the last few times. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask me. Just, leave a comment on YouTube or on Ravelry or wherever I've posted it. And I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. I'm usually pretty good about responding to those comments. I do my best. The cats are kind of not quite playing. Well, Confetti's playing, but Zoe's kind of mad at Confetti. So, and there she goes. But anyways, I do have some stuff to talk to you about today. I did actually record episode 136 already, but I never got around to processing it and uploading it, so this is episode 136 instead. But I did, when I did record the previous episode that you didn't see, I did do the drawing for the January and February finished object threads in my group on Ravelry. I will cut that video in at the end of this one, so that you guys will see who the winners are and you can see me do the draw. I will tag the winners in the show notes if I post them. If not, and you don't contact me in like a week, I'll send you a message or something. Yeah, I have a few things to talk about. I did frog a project. I don't have any stash this week. I will definitely have stash next week, and I'll get to that. And I have a few projects, and I've had a little bit of starter-itis, so I'm trying not to start too much stuff. But I've let myself cast on 2 things in the last week, or the last 2 weeks since I recorded. But anyways, the reason I am going to have stash, come next week is that tomorrow, which is Friday, today's Thursday when I'm recording, tomorrow, which is Friday, I am going down to Hartford, Connecticut with 2 friends. I'm basically kidnapping them with permission for the day. I basically sent them a Facebook message together and I said, hey, do you 2 want to go? And one of them was like, well, I'm broke. And I'm like, dude, I'll cover you. Yes, they're both girls, but I use dude as a gender neutral. I'm like, dude, I'll cover you. It's $10 to get in the door. Don't worry about it. So here we are. The 3 of us are going down. I'm driving. And we are going to be going to Stitches United, which is at the Hartford Convention Center in Hartford, Connecticut. Zoe, that's the folder I've been keeping my projects in, because sometimes I work from digital patterns and sometimes I like to print them out. It really depends on my mood and what I'm doing. The current thing I've been working on this morning was actually, it was easier to just do it on paper so I could make tick marks for how many repeats and stuff. And I'll show you that in a sec. But yeah, so I'm going to have stash because I'm planning to buy yarn. Not a lot of yarn, like maybe 2 or 3 skeins. And I got my tax refund, so I kind of splurged on Etsy, so stuff should be coming in the mail too. So it should be here by next week. That's the cat, just so you know. And Zoe's being cute. Look at the floof. She's so floofy. I know, I touched you. It's okay, Zoe. So anyways, on to the knitting. The thing you guys have never seen before that I am working on is I finally cast this on. I bought the yarn for this. I heard about the pattern before I went to Nita Spa at the end of February. And then when I was at Spa, I was on the hunt for DK weight yarn. And I didn't find a DK weight I liked, but the pattern can be knit in either fingering or DK. So I decided to do fingering, and I found a fingering that I liked in the project bag on the couch with me. So this is the yarn, which you guys saw when I did my stash from Spa, but I will show it to you again anyways. This is 1 lupine, which is, it says main yarn and fiber supply, but it is 1 lupine as well. They go by 2 names, it's really weird. This is their base pemaquid, and it's 80% merino, 20% superwash nylon. It is a 2-ply, which is why I wouldn't use it for socks. I prefer a 3-ply for socks, just because the twist is a little tighter. But this is their Speckle Egg 2 colorway. Focus, camera, focus. No, camera's not focusing. There is like a manual focus on this thing I'm using on my, nope, that's a zoom, never mind. Where's the focus? It's somewhere. Anyways, this is the color. It's called Speckled Egg 2. And this, I got 2 skeins. I'm keeping them in this bag I got from A Single Strand. It's a Harry Potter bag. You can check her out on Etsy. It makes really good bags. And they do stand up because they do have a box bottom, so they're really nice. They stand up nice and easy. They're pretty big too. I fit all of the stash I bought from Spot in this bag. If you guys remember that episode where I just kept pulling stuff out of here. Yeah, that was like 6 skeins I fit in here. Yeah, it holds a lot. So anyways, the pattern I started is Paris du jour, or however you say it. I know how to pronounce Paris, but it's on Ravelry. It is a paid pattern, so I'm not going to give away too much by talking about it. But I will say there's 6 pattern repeats for the fingering version and 5 pattern repeats for the DK version. I don't think that's giving away too much. I don't feel bad about saying that. And the reason I'm saying that is because I'm 16 rows away from finishing pattern repeat number 3, which means I will be halfway through the pattern. However, I will not be halfway through knitting it because it's a triangle shawl that you knit from the narrow end to the wide end, and that means that the rows get really wide as you go. So I am about to finish pattern repeat number 3. Like I said, I'm 16 rows away from that, and here it is. So you can see all the eyelets, right? So it's eyelet sections interspersed with garter sections. And it has the solid edge, which is going to go on one edge of the shawl is going to be this. So this is the top edge here. And then this is one edge. And then there's going to be a matching garter stitch edge over here, which is where the live stitches are. So here it is. This is basically 3 repeats in. I started this Tuesday night. Today's Thursday, so this is like 2 days worth of work. It's knitting up really quick. Right now it's like a kerchief. Right now would be like the perfect, like, you know, kerchief if I like just sewed it there. But I have 2 skeins of yarn, so it's going to be pretty big. And normally I don't go for pink colors. I'm just not. With my complexion, honestly, pink makes me look so much more pale than I already am. And I am already, like, transparent white. Like, you can see. I'm wearing a black shirt. You can see how pale I am, right? So, pink usually makes me look more pale. So I tend to avoid it unless it's, like, neon or bright. Like fuchsia. Like, I can do fuchsia. But I can't really do soft pastels because they just wash me out so badly. But anyways, I'm actually really enjoying this one, and this one's more peachy, so it's not washing me out as much. I don't feel like this is really washing me out. It's not bad. I think it actually works, and I'm enjoying the color. I'm enjoying the knit. It's not really pooling because the rows are constantly getting wider because you start at the narrow end and go to the wide end, which that isn't giving away anything of the pattern either. So you go from narrow end to wide end because I don't know how many shawls are knit that way. But so yeah, I'm going from that end to that end, and it's really fun to knit. It's working up really fast, really easy. It's semi-mindless, so like you need to count rows, but if you just count garter ridges and eyelet holes, then you can count the rows because each garter ridge and each eyelet hole counts as 2, right? So that's easy, just 2, 4, 6, 8. You know, it's easy. So but yeah, so I'm excited to get this. I definitely won't finish it to go to stitches, but I actually could probably finish it for DFW, which would be fun. We'll see. I might get some yarn from 100 Ravens and knit a DK version, but they don't really do speckled, and I really want a speckled one, and they don't do speckled. They do like tonals and variegated, but they don't do self-striping and they don't do speckles, which is just a thing. Like, they just decided they didn't like doing it, which is totally fine. But I'm super excited to go to DFW. It's like, I leave in a little under 2 weeks now, because it was 2 weeks from yesterday is when we leave, so yay. But Passover is coming, so half of the trip is going to be during Passover, which is going to be not super fun, because I'm going to have to watch what I eat the whole time, because, yay, religion. Oh, speaking of religion, oh my god. So I'm recording now, and I need to, like, do this quickly so I can get out the door and get to work. But I would have recorded early this morning, but there was Jehovah's Witnesses in the neighborhood, and I opened the blinds so that I get nice natural light, and with the blinds open, they would have known I was home. So I was shutting the blinds, like, hiding and pretending there was nobody home despite there being a car in the driveway. Because I just don't want to deal with it. I'm like, no, I'm happy being a Jew. Leave me alone. Go away. Shoo. Just leave me alone, please. So, you know, anyway, yeah. So I spent half of the morning hiding from Jehovah's Witnesses because I didn't want to deal with them. Now look, if that's your religion, I'm not going to judge you for it. I only judge the going door to door, right? Like, if you believe that stuff, that's totally fine. Just don't come to my door. Like, I don't want anyone coming to the door. I don't want... Okay, I'll make an exception for Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts, right? Because I like popcorn and cookies. But beyond that, I don't want the newspaper coming to my door. I don't want magazines coming to my door. I don't want any religion coming to my door. I don't care who you are. I don't care what religion. I don't want you coming to my door. Basically, just don't come to my door unless you're a Girl Scout or a Boy Scout. So it's not against the religion. It's just leave me alone. Leave me alone. Just don't come to my door. It's the soliciting part I don't like, right? Like, if you are a Jehovah's Witness and you're watching me right now, I don't hate you, right? Personally. I just don't like the going to the door part. If you leave me alone, we're cool. That's how I do most things. If you leave me alone, we're cool. Like, I don't care. just don't get me involved and we're good. Anyways, more knitting. So you guys will remember I had started a second piece o' cake brioche beanie. Now, unfortunately, that one wasn't working out. The yarn is too thin, and so it's more like that yarn, it turns out, is more like a light fingering instead of a true fingering, and so it was just too airy, too loose. So I ripped the whole thing out, balled it back up, and I'm trying to decide what to do with it. I'll probably do like a chalette with it, but I'm trying to make up my mind what that yarn is going to be, because I was like, oh, it'll be this hat, it'll be great. I don't mind the striping, like, that's fine, and then, yeah. So, it just wasn't working, and it's because it's a light finger. Now, don't get me wrong, the yarn is lovely, the color is lovely, I still adore that Birchfire yarn, okay? Which is upstairs, so I can't even show it to you. But that pattern and that yarn were not playing nice together, right? That's the thing, right? The pattern plus the yarn was not a good combination. I love the yarn, love the pattern. Don't like them together. Just to make that perfectly clear. So, I started another piece o' cake brioche beanie with a mini skein set I actually got from 100 Ravens. I basically saw them packing up this set. Now, I'm just on the brim. I have not gotten very far. I'm literally just on the brim. But I saw them packing up this set, and I'm like, can I have one? And they were like, yeah, sure. So, the colorway is, so it's a gradient set, right? I'm covering the color name so I can be revealed. So it's 400 yards of 100% superwash merino. It's a fingering, and it's a true fingering. It's not a light fingering, and it's not close to sport. It's like a true fingering. But that's the information, and it's 100ravens.com. We're going to be at DFW. This is going to be exciting. And the colorway is dun-da-da, let the Wookiee win. So it starts off with this, like, gold. And then, so here's the ball. So these are minis, right? So here's the ball. And then, let me get these in order. Right, so that I can hold them up. Here we go. So you start off with this, like, gold, this, like, yellow gold. And then the 6 other colors go from that light gold to, like, a chocolatey brown. See? Isn't that a nice gradient, right? So I'm figuring if I do, like, 4 centimeters of each color, I can get all of them into the hat, and this will be like the crown, like the very back, right? Kind of like a bullseye, but that's fine. I don't mind that. But I figure, you know, have the brighter, more yellow colors closer to my face, because that'll look better than the brown. I mean, okay, this is basically the color of my hair. It's a little lighter, but, you know, I thought it'd be nice to have this, like, on the back of the hat. So, this is the color order. Confetti! Stop! She's poking at the blinds because they're open and she can see a bird. But yeah, so the minis are super cool. They're 7 color sets, is how 100 Ravens does it, is they're 7 colors. They're really cool, check them out. They have some really fun minis. They also have like a rainbow mini set. Actually, I have some scraps. Because sometimes they let me take the scraps home. So rainbow mini sets, right? So these are minis that aren't full minis. They're not enough yardage. So, you know, sometimes they're just like, yeah, you can just, you know. So they have like, it's like a true rainbow. It's like a true 7 colors. And there's 2 shades of blue. So, I'm just getting them in order. So there we go, right? They do some bright colors. Like, they have some really nice colors. Then they also have, I was just picking up the bag, because I just keep them in a baggie to try to keep the cat hair at bay, which, you know, never fully works. Then they have, you know, more subtle gradients. I don't know why this turned into an ad for 100 Ravens. I just happen to have these here, because I was working for them last week and earlier this week, and yeah. So, you know, they have these much more subtle gradients. This isn't, this, you know, so this one's like a gray to taupe, and this one's really nice too, you know. So I use stuff like this in like my scrap projects and stuff. But anyways, I'm going to do the mini set, and I figure if I do like 3 or 4 centimeters of each color, now keep in mind I'm saying centimeters instead of inches, because the pattern is written in metric, so whatever, I'm going to use the measurements the pattern's written in. So I figure, you know, this is about 2 here, so if I do like another centimeter and then do the next color, it should be fun, and I'm excited, and it's working up a lot thicker than the other one was, simply because it's a true finger as opposed to like kind of fingering. And lastly, for whips, is, I don't have any photos this week, sorry, is my koi pond socks which is dyed by Night Owl, and I'm excited. We're trying to make dinner plans for when I'm in Texas, because that's where she is, and she's going to be at the show, and I'm super excited. So the last time you saw it, that's where it was. I've now turned the heel on the first sock. Now, this is not the same yarn. As you can tell, this orange is not in here. This is a different yarn entirely that I'm doing contrasting heels because I want to keep the striping on the front of the sock continuous. So I did do a contrast heel, and I just work it in like as normal, like you work a normal heel, you just use another strand. And then I break the yarn, and then I pick up the main color again. And I only have 2 ends to weave in because I only have to weave in the weave in the contrast because I never break the main color, so I don't need to weave in, you know, a bajillion ends. I just need to weave in 2 ends. So here it is. It's going along nicely. I've turned the heel, so hopefully the next time you see this sock, it will be done. You know, because that would be good, you know, to get this sock done and get onto the second sock, because I really want to wear these. It would be fun if I could wear these to Texas, so that'd be fun. Yeah, so I'm excited to go to Stitches United tomorrow, and I'm getting hyped to go to Texas. It should be really fun. So yeah, I'm going to cut in the drawing that I recorded last week here. So anyways, I promised you guys the drawing. Yes, drawing. So let me get to the webpage. Scroll. Right. All right. January foes and February foes. All right. So for January, there were 10 posts, one of which is mine, so I'm going to do 2 to 9. So I'm doing 2 to 10, because there's 9, right? So 2 to 10, and randomize 4. So post 4 is Mossy Fern. Mossy Fern, you are the winner for the January Finished Objects thread. Send me a PM on Ravelry. Any pattern or patterns of your choice that add up to $6 US. And now for February, and that was her socks for Mom. They're actually really pretty. It looks like a not quite self-striping yarn, but it's pretty close. And so the February foes, there were 6 posts. So that's 2 to 6 because there was 5 posts. So it still says the 4 from the previous, but I changed the max to 6. Randomize 2. Post 2 is Storm Coast. Jen, you can just Facebook me. I'm friends with you on Facebook. But Jen, you are the winner for February. I will tag people in the show notes. But there we go. And so now that the winners have been announced, I hope you guys have a good one. I did go ahead and create a channel for like a more vloggy style thing where like it's just like random videos that I'll shoot and like videos of my cats that are like too long to go on Instagram. I did create that channel. I'm still getting it set up, but I did create it. It's called Simply Serenova, and I'm going to be putting up non-crafting related stuff about my life there. My reaction to A Wrinkle in Time, which I did go and see. Kevin and I went and saw it opening day. So that Friday is gonna be like the first thing uploaded on there. I'm gonna try to get in the habit of vlogging more, talking to the camera more, because I just think it's nice and I can talk a lot. So, you know, I can talk to myself for an extended period of time. So that has been it. I'm sorry that I missed the episode last time around. I did figure out why the video was funky, and for those couple of episodes where the voice and audio, where the visual and the audio got out of sync, it turns out that cell phones, which I'm recording on, record a variable frame rate, and the software I am using to edit only really handles constant frame rate video. So I downloaded a converter, and then I will just convert this video to a constant frame rate, which won't really affect it at all. You guys won't notice a difference. And then I can edit it, do all the stuff, and up it goes. So hope you guys have a good one, and this is the true episode 136. It will be going up probably sometime this evening. I'm going to edit it while, I'll probably just, like, have it processed in the background while I'm at work, and then, everything should be good. I keep fiddling with my neck, I'm so sorry. But anyways, hope you guys have a good one, and I will see you next time. Bye!